Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Just better put something down over the top of this lights. Hey, the lights are shining on there, glowing away. How about that? That's all right. Okay. So I've come on here now today to make something that I haven't tried yet, but I'm going to try because I want to try. Okay. So I want to make some embellishments to put in my journals, of course, because I got lots. So this is going to be a bit of slow stitching on a small thingy, right? Now, first of all, I'm going to, you'll find out what it is anyway, and by the end of it, I get it right. I want to cut this straight. Okay, we all want to do that. We all want to cut things straight. I'm going to be using something like this on top of a bit of it, so I need it to be a bit wider than that. So I'm thinking I might use this piece on here, right? Okay, so it's got to be wider than that. This is the background, but hang on a minute. I'm going to be putting it on a key. Or I was going to do a pin. I've got one pin, like this. I've got a key, but that's a bit too big. Isn't it? Yes, a bit flashy. Hang on a second. That's a nasty noise. This is not good. There's a key. Oh, here's one. That might be big enough. Oh, I like that one. That looks like it's big enough, don't you reckon? You don't know what I'm talking about though, do you? It's got to go. This is going to be the thing that's on the top of the thing that I'm making. It's a very small piece of slow stitching. This is actually a wardrobe key. Oh, good. Well, I don't know if I want that to use that today anyhow. I know I've got a little knives and forks here. This is nice, isn't it? The knife. I suppose you could put it on that. It's just a nice piece on the end. What about a fork or a spoon? There's a spoon. Oh, the spoon would look good, wouldn't it, with it on a spoon? Yep. There's another key, but it's got not a lot of space either, has it? Let me see. These ones are a bit more significant, but so you can have a pin of any size. I've got this one. This has got things you hang beads on, I think. People used to hang beads on. I want to make one with the key, but I don't think I want to use that one. I suppose I could. It's very flashy, isn't it? I don't know where I got it from. But if I did something that was a bit wider than that and hung that on there. Okay. So I'm going to have to put it on there a bit different than what I was thinking. Right. I started out thinking the pin, and then I seen the keys and I thought, oh, they would look good. Wait a minute. I'm going to go back to this size here because I think this one might be the thing. And maybe I should just use something different from the inside of that, okay? So if I'm, it's clear as mud this is. So I need a background piece. So this is going to be my background piece. This we got felt, okay? And I'm going to cut that. And I didn't turn the thing on yet, so I better do that. I've been working here in my craft room, sorting out some stuff because I'm rearranging a bit. I added some shelves on the back of the table here. I've got a machine table behind me, and I've been going through my stuff. I've still got one side to complete over there, but I'm going to do a video today because I want to have a break. This is all right too, isn't it? Look, that's a good one too. I like these ones. Now, how this is going to go in the journal, I don't know. We'll worry about that later. We'll worry about that later. So, if I cut this very carefully, I don't know if I can cut, maybe I can cut it with the knife. Do you think the X-Acto blade would do that? Oh, I have got one of those wheelie things, haven't I? Where on earth would that be? In sewing? That way? No? Would it be somewhere? I'd probably put it away because I thought I wouldn't be using that. You know, so it's probably sitting way, way, way away from me. Right. I'm just really concerned that I do not want to move this stuff here. Let's put it back in the thing for the time being. Ooh. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I don't like these noises. I think anything will look nice with it on. Slow stitch key thingy, righto? I'm going to see if I can cut this with my X-Acto blade. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Maybe I should just draw a line instead of trying to stress myself out. How about there? Where's the key? See, I can fasten it on the front of it. I can put the key onto there, can't I? And then if things, I could turn that into a paper clip. Is that right? Yes, it could be. I'd put that right at the top though. Okay, so if I want to put that there, I might just take it. Oh dear, decisions, hey? I was going to make one. I thought, oh no, by the time I make one, it'll be lunchtime. And I've been in here doing a small bit of stuff. I might draw a line, hey? And then I'm going to cut down it, and I'm hoping it's going to go straight. Because I got these little squares of felt the other day, just so I know that the outside pieces are straight. Look at that, I can cut that down there. Do I want it? No, I don't. I just want it straight, don't I? Do I want to put a, pinking shears? No. Ah, dear. All right, Sonia. Okay, so I'm going to cut that up there, and hopefully I won't be able to see the mark of the pencil. I will make sure I turn it over, not switch it over. I'll turn it over. Okay, like that. Well, there won't be a lot of room for slow stitching if I put all that there, will there? What else have I got? Okay, right, this is nice. I do like this piece. But I don't know, because I'm thinking that, so I've got all my bits here in this box because I'm going to be working on different things, so I need to have the, oh look at that, isn't that scrumptious? Maybe I could do some slow stitching with this. I'll cut this off here. Oh, that's nice, that looks good, trimmed like that, doesn't it? Now, maybe I should cut them with the, because this looks wrinkly, doesn't it, going up there? That looks cool. Probably the, oh that's nice, I like that too. We're going all right, aren't we? Yep, how about that far? How about that big? I'm going to draw a line. I don't trust myself. I've only got a bit of this and I don't want to cut it to pieces and not have any left, because I've got more, but I don't want to just chop this to bits, do I? About that long we want it to be. We might put a paper clip behind this, something, maybe just glue it to the page. Okay. So that seems awful dark, doesn't it? Rightio. Now, I'm going to leave myself some space to do some slow stitching, so how about if I put that there to the side? How about to the side? Okay. Cut that off. Well, I like that too. There's a nice piece of vintage. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. I want some room to slow stitch, you see. And I probably haven't left myself enough room on that. Which is the side I want to put it on there. I'm going to use this piece. I don't know how it got on the table. Must have been put there, so I'd use it, do you think? Okay, so now we can... Right. Okay. We'll think about that bit because I'm thinking... I don't think we'll put a fork on it. If I was if I had an idea, I could have had this, got the ink and dyed the thing, but I haven't thought of that, have I? So we can't do that. We've got the spoon. Give me a spoon. Because I think the silver will look better. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's supposed to have a pin in it, Sonia. It's Does it have a pin in it? Okay, so I feel like it's not going to work right because I wanted to put a pin in it. This is back to front. See, now if I was doing this by myself, I could have just thrown this down and said, we'll start the next piece now because I don't like that. Pin. I've only got these. Well, that's not true. I've only got these at all. I've got heaps of them, but I do have some big ones here that I could use. Disguise it as something else. Okay, let's go back to the pin. Now, we need something on there. We're going to fasten this to here. Is that true? No, can't do that. You have to put that through there, don't you? Further over. For that to look right. We're not going to leave it on there yet. We're thinking about this. Okay. I'm going to do some stitching around this, and that way I can have a bit of a think while I do this about what I'm going to do with it next, because it's not easy to just bring the idea out there. Pin cushion. Now, I haven't got any on here today, but for Sue Jennings, who asked me about the little pins I've got with little butterflies on top, and some's got buttons on top that I put in the top of these things that I haven't even got one in the top of me glue. Look, I had them in the top of these glues. I haven't even got one in there today. I got them on AliExpress, and I put you the link in your question there on the video that I did. Okay, so if you want to go and have a look at that, that's where that is. All right, bit of mauve. I like the mauve colours and apricot colours, as you well know. I do like that. It's brilliant, isn't it? Pretty. We've got enough to do two if you want to. Sonia, there's more than enough there for more if you want to. So I'm having 3 strands of stranded thread, which is an embroidery thread. You can get Anchor or DMC or whatever you want to do with that. So we're going to slow stitch, which is in, you know, embroidery sort of, really. Sort of. It just depends what you're doing, you know. Whatever you're making. I've done a bit, and I've got to do a fair bit more yet. I've cut my finger just there, and I've got to be careful. Poor old hands. Never mind. I'm good. I'll be fine. Nice day today in Australia. It really is. Beautiful day out there. But I'm in here. But anyway, it's where I want to be, so that's, you know. I'll cut that off. Hubby's out doing gardening. Works in the garden from morning, and I work in here. So this is what we do. So I'm just going to slow stitch this up here, because you don't have to, oh dear, I'm not so sure I'm really pleased with this yet. Oh yes, look at that bit. Oh wow, I do like that. That's nice. Isn't that nice? Wow, this is a nice piece of vintage stuff. Look, I'll be able to make 3 of these, because I'm... what happened? You started in the wrong part of the scissors, so it didn't cut it. Now it has. The more I look in here, the more stuff I'm finding. Stop looking, I can't help myself. Oh, I like that too. Okay, that's pretty. I better stop looking. So I'm going to stitch up here. So you just want to come up from the back, and I've got a really good needle. It's got a good size eye on it, so that threaded that, and it's good length. And I found these yesterday in one of my pin cushions that I hadn't used for a really long time, and I was so pleased. So you're just going to go up and down, like you're just going to do a straight stitch. I suppose you don't have to do them like this. You can go in and out. You can please yourself how you make it. If you want to make it a bit, try and keep your stitches even if that's your goal. If you want to do that. Oh, we got this in the shot. Yeah, we're way up there, aren't we? Well, I have to bring that down a bit, so you can see what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Whee! There you go. Okay, now about that. Okay. Hope you can hear me. One lady said she couldn't hear me one day, but I think sometimes it depends what you're watching it onto after. I taped this onto a... This is actually a camera that I use to do this. It's not my phone or that, but... and it's got a good volume thing on it. That's cool. Now I'll go down the end here. And then I'm going to come... Well, I don't know if I'll go back up there, because I'll go back up this side over here. Put this... I'm just going to go sneak along the back, because I'll probably put something behind this, because it could end up being a nice paper clip or something, eh? So we're going to sew up here. Just go down and come back up. You can use any sort of thread that you want to, and as many strands as you like. A lot of people use the cotton. I use the crochet cotton a fair bit. If you use the machine thread, it's very thin. You probably wouldn't see your stitching as good, you know, if you did that. I'm giving it a layer. When you're doing it, just sort of, don't actually pull it on purpose, but let it have a little bit of a pucker, so it gives, I don't know, I just like that. We just like that bit, when it puckers up a bit. Now I'm going to cut across the top of here, because I can see there's a bit of black from the pencil line. I was not thinking when I put that on there. I did not see that. Cut the black bit off. This way. Righto. Now, I want to make something, you know, something else on it. I want to stitch it down here a bit. We're going to put on probably some buttons. What do you think about some buttons? And maybe a flower. Don't know about the flower. We definitely need a button. Oh, that's pretty, but it's too thick, too fat. It's really thick. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a really thick one. I want something flat. Give me something fairly flat. That'd be alright if it was a different colour. That's a nice one, a little tiny one. Different colour. We need something different with a bit of colour to it, don't we? Need something with a bit of colour. It's too thick too. I have got my buttons. I'm going to sort them out. I've decided I want to put them in colour-wise things. I had done that in the past, and then I didn't like it because they're too spread out too far. And this one's all right. I like with two holes in it. Looks good. Yeah. So I just thought I might do that because I've got 1 or 2 containers with them in. Okay, what's in here? These mostly sparkly ones, I think. Button jar. Give me some small. See, sizes too is a thing. I need to try and find, so I can find me smaller ones. There's one I can see there. I'll put them in. Whoa. I like the colour of that, I think. And there's a green one. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that's a heart. Wouldn't matter though. Just don't want that shape. That's all. Do not want the shapes. Put it back in there. This one I've had since the year dot. Okay. We need to stop fiddling in here and do something. Righto. I put some really neat ones in a box marked buttons, and what did I do with that? I do know where it is. It's under here. It's under me shelf. It's under my shelf here. I just don't know if there's a small enough one in this. That's the only thing. I don't think there is. I think this has got really... My cat has actually let himself in here once this morning. I was sitting there and I thought, what's that? I could hear something scratching. I turned around and there he is, fiddling in my bin. I don't know how he got the door open. I haven't figured that out yet. That's alright. I like the colour. That might be a bit big though. Let's see. Oh, they're pretty. As you see, I need to figure out my buttons, don't I? I need to sort out my buttons. Right. That wasn't all though. I've got more. I love buttons. I do love me buttons. They won't close now. I must have put extra ones in out of that other thing. They won't shut properly. I like these. Oh, it's too big. Oh, after all that, Sonia. Have you got a purpley ones anywhere? Oh, I'm not going to look at that. Look, I can't do that now. Oh, just give me 2 seconds then. I'll have to have a look. Can't help myself. I want a mauve colour one. Ooh. I have to keep lids on. Mauve. Come on. That's too big. Small mauve button. I'm going to have to go through these. I can't handle this. I cannot handle this. That's probably purpley. Too purple. How are you supposed to find anything in this? I remember I spent 9 hours one day sorting them out once, years ago. And then, this is what happened to them. Well, this has happened a few times, but they've been sorted out many times. Oh, wait a minute. I've got little ones. Oh, here. Because I don't think there's any in that. Maybe it could be. Right, Sonia, just put that back there. It's broken the lid too. Sorry everybody, put you through all that. But I remembered then I have these tiny ones. Oh yes, I do like the tiny ones. Oh, look at that. Here we go. There's a mauve one there. And a tilly blue. We've got a tilly blue. Another mauve one. Tilly blue. Not really. I don't know if you can see what you can see. I hope you can't see my head. I've got my head stuck in here, have I? They're nice, aren't they? I do like them. And pinky colour. They're too bright, aren't they? I must have to go and have a look for more of these. I need pastel colours. More pastel. That's enough. That's enough, isn't it? Yeah. For this. I know this is not a big project today, but you know, it's good to have something that you can actually get done. So keep leaving you without finishing what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to do buttons over here. But we'll do some more stitching first, eh? Okay. Right, I might do a different colour. Just go through the back here and end this off. I might even be able to leave that threaded until I can get another needle, because I've got, like I said, I found them. Some good ones. They're long, look at that. And it's got a good eye. Brilliant. Love it. Put those back up there. And I'll have some, looks like a green colour would be nice, wouldn't it? That's not good. This one here. What do I have here? That's a nice one. I like this one. I've got a little box of stuff there that I'm going to take out with me if I want to go and do something in the lounge room. Thinking about buying myself one of them trolleys, so I can actually put my stuff that I want to take out there on it and take it out and then bring back in when I finish, because it's really hard for me to go in and out with the different things, and I've got to get hubby to help me, because I'll cut out some and then I'll come in and get some on, take it out there until the table in the lounge room is covered with stuff, and then I've got to get it back out again. So if I had one of them trolleys, I could just load it with things that I need, so I can drag it around it and do stuff for night time or afternoon. it just depends how you feel, you know, what you want to do, but okay, so I'm going to actually put a bit of, I'm thinking about putting a bit of edge around that, but then I don't want to. I've changed my mind on that, so I'm going to just do some stitching. I'll just go up here, hey? Just do a bit up this way. I put a knot in. Let's go down and up, down and up. And now this is a tiny bit of slow stitching, so anybody can do this. It won't take you very long. Shouldn't upset anybody if they haven't done it before. It's easy to do. You just want to go down and then up. And I don't like it when I do it this way. I'd rather do another row. And I'm going to explain that. See, I got that there now. And it's just because I'm putting the stitches in the same place and making a, I don't know, like a road, I suppose. There you go. That looks nice. Wait a minute, I just want to cut this tail off here, off the first bit I did, because I don't want to give me a road, me knot. See, so what I would do normally would come up here, and then put that down there, and then come up and go down. I'm going to take that out, eh? Let's just take that last row out so I can fix it, because I don't want it to be too just the same. I can't think of the word. I can't think of what to say there. I just seen his moment, so we're still here, thank goodness. Okay, now see where you go down there and up and down and up. Now I want to put this, so I'll come up here. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to come up here and get it down there, okay? So the two rows are at different places. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. I really do. I'll show you when I've finished. See, so now the rows are different, okay? Each row, when you go down and you come up, that's different from the other side. The little stitches are not, see, your little stitches are not in the same place, and that looks better, doesn't it? And I do want to go down the back of there, and then I want to come, no, can't do that. I'll just make a tiny stitch down at the end. Tiny stitch there. And then I'm going to come over here a bit further and go down there and come up. Go down and come up. I'm going to actually extend another book, because I'm extending the cover on me lace one, so I'm going to extend the cover on the sewing one that I'm doing, because I want it to be, this is what we did, the slow stitching squares for, I've started out with coaster sizes, and I've put them together, and then I did some work on each row here. I did some sewing, but when I went to put it on the book, it's not going to fit, because the book got really big, so I'm going to actually put more stuff on that, so I can show you that when I get to that. I'm going around from one thing to the other, as you can see, because I really like to do lots of different things. And yeah, so I'll show you what I'm going to do that. I'm still extending the lace one, but like I said, I've been in here doing some shuffling around. I said to Jeremy, there's no way I could be doing this on my own if he hadn't set up this room for me like he did. So, because I can just go through things slowly a bit at a time and get it done myself. Okay, so, what else was I going to do? Okay, I think I might put, I'm going to put a couple of buttons. I might do a bit more stitching on there, because I don't know if you can see that. Where's that light shining on here? My goodness me. See, there, what I've done so far. This piece that I've got here is 2 inches by 2.25, 2.5, 2 inches by 2.5 inches. Yeah, that's what size that is. And I'll end this off now, because if you put different colours in too, that makes a big difference, doesn't it? Right, now I'm thinking I'm going to have the pin. I do want to change the colour of the pin, but I might do that too. I've got some ink there I can do that with. I don't know, I suppose I could do it. I'll have a look, I'll try. Okay, or I'll go with this, I don't know. We'll see. I like the key on there, don't you? Don't you like the key? I think I like the key. I mean, I can stick the key on and then I can put a paper clip in there. What do you reckon? A bit of slow stitching on a paper clip. Okay, so we need some buttons, and we'll put some buttons, but we'll do a bit more stitching, do another row or something. Another little nest of stitches. Okay, this looks a bit like it might look alright, don't you think? Might look alright, it's a bit orange. Now, doing it on the felt too, your work is likely to, sorry about that, your stitches are likely to disappear into it if you pull it too tight, or you've only got a very thin piece of thread. So what you need to do is do probably three strands of cotton, or use a pearl thread, a crochet thread, like these on these here, see? That sort of thing. I've showed you them before, and I've got all this light shining on this, and it's not impressing me at all. Where's this? How's that? You can't see it now. Righto, you're probably not going to be able to see anything now. Wait a minute, I need something white to put on there, don't I? There we go. Right here. Now, we're going to put this on. So I unpulled that other piece of thread. I should have kept it like I did the first one. So I've got 3 strands of embroidery thread here that I'm going to use for this. Oh, there's been people mowing lawns now for days. I suppose lots of houses about, but still. Oh, there's a mower out there going. Big knot on the back. Can't help myself, I've got to do that. Now, how's my time going? Geez, I've been a bit slow today. Well, it's slow stitching. Very funny, Sonia. Oh, look at that. I like that way. Ah, look at that. Oh, I do like that. Oh, look at this. I'm going to go in here. This is what I do as I go, isn't it? Learn as you go. Decide what you want to do as you go. Bit of fly stitch. Or, actually, this is... you can call it fly stitch because there's a join together. It's I just did some of that. Okay, nobody panic, I will think of it, don't you worry. You go come up here, down through there, and down through there. This part here is fly stitch. If you go back in there, that's called fly stitch. If you keep going and go across here and go down there, this is called, Sonia's got memory loss here, feather stitch, and I didn't even get to me book. Did not even get to me book. It's feather stitch. That's a long arm feather stitch there. You can even see now what I'm doing. Out, go out, there you go. I've just got this thing with 100 stitches in it. So if you continue it down like that, that's what we're doing now, okay? Which is, anyway, I've shown you how to do it, and it's called feather stitch. So we'll put this away and keep going. Don't like that last bit I just put in there. That last stitch. I just want it to be like the first one, okay? I think, Yeah, I'm just going to undo this for a minute. And you can tell too where you've been through with the needle, so when you're doing that, you know, just do it a little bit, when you're unpulling it, just make sure you cover over where your stitches are, well, if you want to unpull it, where the holes where your stitches have been, and the best way to do that is just to get your needle and just go carefully over the top of that, and that'll put the hole back, well, it'll cover the holes back up for you if you do that. Now I want to put this one here and maybe do one more, because I put it up a bit high, didn't I, to the other one. Very good. That's a little bit of slow stitching. Now we can put some little buttons on, and they can look like they're little flowers, can't they? There's one there and one there, a pink one, maybe a pink one. Might not have the orange one. Come here. Everything gets stuck to felt when you use it. I find that anyway. I used to try putting my beads onto felt and doing some and using them, but it started to, they all flick everywhere all the time, get caught. Things get caught and everything, so a few little buttons, sort of, I don't know. I think it's alright. No, it's not. I'm taking it out. Sorry, people, but I just don't want to handle that today. I'm not impressed. I just want to keep going with what I was doing to start with. I don't know why I went sideways on it. I just don't know. But you've got to try these things. If you don't try them, you're not going to know whether you're going to be happy with it or not, are you? I don't like it, so I'm taking it out. It's not what I'm looking for today. And really, I wouldn't know till I do it. So now, what you do, just hold your felt and just very lightly scratch that back in there, so you've got no holes and things left in it. See? Right, now I don't know if that was too orange. It could have been too orange. Oh, that's better. Look, this is a bit lighter. You can see only just, but it is a bit lighter, yes. And I think I like that better. The other one's too over the top. It was too over the top. Okay, now we've only got a few minutes left, people, and we're going to have to finish for the day. I will come in here every day and I'll just spend an hour on the cleaning and the tidying and a couple of hours doing these videos, tutorials, because I need to still craft, don't we? We definitely need to still do crafting. And I'm working on my gypsy journals. They're there. I've got all my journals ready there, waiting to have something done on each one as I come upon them. So I'm going to go this way this time, right? I'm going to go across that way, okay? So we just go down and up, because I don't want to use the other stitch for some reason. To me, the slow stitching looks better if you're going in different directions and only doing just straight stitch, like so, okay? So I'm going to come up in line with that stitch there, and then go down and up and down and up. Aha, now we're looking good. We like this, and we're a tiny stitch there because we've got to get through to the back to be able to come up there and go across here. That's a huge one, isn't it? My goodness me, Sonia. It doesn't really matter, I think. I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't look too bad. It's not that bad. Okay, looking good, looking good. Come over this way. Now, to sit down and make a few of these would be absolute fun, wouldn't it? So I'm going to do a few because I want to put them in my fabric and lace journal. These ones is what the plan is for this. Okay, now I've got whether I want it to go that way or that way, I don't know. I do like it like that because the little flowers seem to, I don't know, This is what I started to do. Let's keep going with that. I'm going to put some little buttons on. Definitely going to put some little buttons on here. Okay, all bigger ones, I don't know yet. Let me see. If that was a different sort, it's just a shiny thing, and I don't want the shiny button. Do not want the shiny button. Do not want that one either. How about the white one? Well, it doesn't look too bad, does it? Take it away and put on the apricot or the orangey sort of colour one. Might be better. Set them up there like that, eh? What do you reckon? That's not too bad, is it? Yeah. And we put that on there, like so. And I can hang something off there and there, if I want to. And I'll put the paper clip on the back of it. So I better wriggle along there, hadn't I? I've only got a few minutes to do this. And I don't know about sewing the buttons on because my needle's too big. I might sew them on in a second with a different needle. Right, that's that bit. Small needle, please, Sonia, quickly, because I want to do the back bit too before I finish. That should go through. Right, good. Cotton. Cotton. So I can use one of these. Look all right. Sewed through there, won't it? Okay. Pay attention. Sonia, not too much talking, you haven't got much time. Got 6 minutes, but I can use probably 8. Maybe I can do 2 more extra ones if I'm very quick and I don't muck about. Well, the thread started to frizzle up, but we can fix that. We can just pull through and undo that. I want to put 2 thicknesses. Otherwise, we're not going to have a substantial piece coming through there, are we? Put the purple in the centre because it's the other 2 colours are very close to one another. And put through the bottom of there, through your button, back through the back of here. So you want to do all this anyway before you put your paper clip in, because otherwise you're going to have a hard time trying to sew it on later. Put the pink down the bottom. Yeah. And this one up the top here. You don't have to do yours exactly the same as mine. It's just a little idea for a little embellishment. Because I do like to put pretty things in what I'm doing, as you know. And oh, that looks cute. Doesn't that look cute? I do like that. So we've got all this stuff on the back here. This is getting caught up with everything now. What am I doing? It's all going to stay there though together, so that's all right. Now we want to have one more thing in the corner. Have I got a flower anywhere, anybody? Box of them. Box of flowers. Just one flower there. Just one flower. Do you think? Small. Need a small flower. Come on, I can do this. I know I can find a small flower like that. It's too big. We can always cut it down, but we're just looking yet till we find something that we want. That's pretty good. With a bead in the middle or something. That one in there, you think? That's not bad. We don't want to sway too far away from the colours, do we? That I'm using. I like to just test a few to see what they're going to look like. I do. I like to test a few. No. As we all would, wouldn't we? We need to see what's going on with that. Righto. Well, you can see that didn't go back up where I got it from, did it? Look at this. I like this leaf. I do like this leaf. This is one that I've actually got, and I've coloured that with my marker. This one. I used a marker to colour that. You know, like a big... Oh, one of these. Let me see what one of these things I've used. They're big market, and they just colours it real easy. I'll give you a demonstration on that while I'm fiddling around. I shouldn't do, but I am. It sort of sucks it right through to as you go, and it colours what you're doing, look. And it stays there, it's permanent. It's not working so great on this because it's holy, but it still will work. I could sit it there longer. But you can do this with your markers, and then you've got different coloured things, and I didn't have any green leaves when I was doing that. This one's very holy, so it's going to be hard. You can do both sides, and that way it'll colour better. You can do both sides. You can see what I'm doing here. I just sat some on there and it just bleeded through, so that was all right. But that's what happens. You can get you can do that with your markers if you want to colour your white flowers or whatever. That's why I bought white ones, and that's what I did with it. I don't know if that looks a lot different when you take it away, doesn't it? It looks good when it's sitting there, and then when you take it away, it's not so nice. What do you think? Should I leave it there? Right. Maybe not. It's too big. It's too big. If it was little or tiny leaves, I could do it. I could do it if it was smaller. It's too big. Although that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Ah, dear. Sonia, it looks really nice. I like it. What do you reckon? You know what? I'm going to let that one leave because I'm going to stick them on. I'll glue them on after. I want to do the back of this for you and just show you what we're going to do. It's really easy. You just want to put your paper clip in there. And the paper clips are up here. I hope I've got the right size. And I just need a piece of paper, a bit of card. Give me a good size one. I don't want all these tiny little businesses. Come on. Pin's good too. That looks good, the pin. Got black paper clips with arrows on them. I don't think I want one of those. They're too dark. Oh, there's one of them pins. Oh, okay, right. Oh, look, Sue, there's the thing you sent me. That's me fairy. You sent me that for good to look after me. You told me a long time ago. If you're watching today, here's some. Here's a paper clip big enough. I might keep that pin out too. It's a good colour. Oh, it's sort of rusticy, sort of. Now, so the paper clip's going to go down in there. Right, it's going to be hidden, so you can't see it. Okay, so you need to put the cardstock up under there really fastly. Don't fiddle now. Not too much fiddling, Sonia. Suppose I could use that bit. Ah, there goes my time. I'm going to give myself a couple more minutes. Count that down for a few more minutes. Don't do that. Hide it from yourself. Okay. It should take me a minute or two to do this. When I find a piece of card, I have got heaps of stuff. I've got heaps of stuff. You should know that. So there should be a bit in here, eh? Something hard, a bit stronger than what I've got there. I actually put all the bits that I was using into a bag, and I haven't got it out yet. It's still sitting next to me in that bag. Why don't you put a piece of this on here? Come on, let go. Put it back where you've got it. Come on, your room's going to be a mess again if you don't do the right thing. Here we go, this will do. It's a piece of paper, actually. Oh, look at that. It was made for this. Must have been made for it. Okay, let's cut that off. Now I'm thinking about having a bit more stitching around the edge here still, okay? So I can do that even after I've stuck this down. I know I can do that. So I'm going to take a tiny bit off all the way around, just so I can just get a bit off all the way around. It's nearly been another minute now, so you're going to. I don't know if I went all the way around either. I don't think so, but anyway, just so it's not so. And that's a bit crooked, is it? Yeah, looks like it is. Ah, got crooked scissors. That's what I'm going to say. I know. Now, if you put that on there like that, actually, I want it the other way. Get your paper clip and put it on your piece of paper, okay? And then glue that on there, right? Because that way then you've got this to put onto whatever you want it to, like so. And I'm going to stick that down now so I can move on to the next part in a minute, but I won't bore you too much with that because that's probably enough for today. So you need to have the smallest part on this side and the biggest part on that side, and that helps you, you know, so you know what you're doing, okay? Lots of glue, especially around this bit here. And just let it dry. This is really wet, this glue, but it dries really strong, so it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'll show you that in a minute. So hang on a second, I'll make sure I do this up the right way. So I'll be very disappointed if I do it upside down, won't I? Now, because this is felt, I'll still be able to do some stitching because I'm going to just do it in the top of it if I decide to do that. But then again, I was thinking about putting these on here too, wasn't I? So maybe that's what it's going to be on there. I don't know yet. But see, there's your paper clip now. You can have that. And that went from being on a key. Hang on a second. The key can still be on there, can't it? Oh, yes. I can still put my key on because I want that there for the decoration. Maybe not that colour one. Oh, I might try the spoon. See how the spoon looks on there. Or a smaller key. Where's it? Because it doesn't have to go right across the back, does it? Okay, so I better go now, and I'll come back next time I'm on here, and I'll just show you what that turned out like. All right? So thank you everybody for watching. I'll scratch down in here till I get something out. Oh, my goodness me. Sorry about that. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.